Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Wraith, and today I am so excited to be bringing you the brand new Armed and Dangerous mode and a look at the brand new legendary skin for Wraith. After we saw the lore yesterday on the channel, if you haven't seen it, check it out. This facility, this map takeover is even more impressive and so cool because it's almost like you're living a place that you knew on screen in a cinematic, and now you get the chance to actually play in it. It is awesome. Cannot wait to show you guys the footage. Here's some footage of me dropping and just kind of going into the mayhem of what it is like. Everyone is intense. Everyone is scrambling, and honestly, there's a lot of race, but there's also just a lot of chaos. Armor is low, weapons are low, resources are low, and it really feels more of like a battle royale than I think Apex has ever felt, and that's why I'm really excited to get into it with you guys today. Of course, not only will you be seeing that, you'll be taking a look at my gameplay commentary for the event, and I'll be giving you some tips as well as we look at a fresh look of me jumping into my first game right now. Essentially, this is the first game that I played in this mode, and I had no idea what was going on. It's really exciting too, because there's a lot of things that I think new players won't understand about this mode until they play it a few times. So I'm trying to help everybody get a few tips, see it, obviously get the vibe of it, but then also understand what to be doing, because this mode is gonna be hard. It's gonna be a little harder than you're used to, and that's okay. Pretty much the idea of Armed and Dangerous is it's snipers and shotguns only, and weapons and armor are essentially really hard to come by. Not necessarily your first weapon, because, you know, if you land at a crate, you're probably gonna get a weapon, you'll get something, but if you land at the new location, the Wraith facility, you will have a hard time finding anything. So it's really interesting getting into it. It's a whole new level of like surviving, and I really feel like it's an episode of Survivor. Have you guys ever seen that show? It really feels like you're on a stranded island. There's like nothing for you, and you just got to make do with what you got. The amount of times you're going to be able to heal up with your shield cells is minimal, because you won't even have shield cells. The amount of times you'll be able to use syringes, things like that, it's going to be very hard, especially if you hot drop like we are doing right now. You see the portal up in the air. Oh my goodness, baby. And the new skin as well, looking good, getting ready to go. I decide to jump over here. Got to give a little punch. That gives me the edge onto the Peacekeeper. He's sliding away. Got to see if I can get it knocked down as well and use the ability to go into the void. It's cool that we were able to maybe see a few Wraiths in there, but this one's actually a real life Wraith, and you can just see the chaos. It's just nuts. Look how many people are here. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. The smoke, you don't know what's going on. You can't open a door. Someone's blocking it on the other side. You're trying to get something, anything. This guy had a longbow. That was the champion, apparently. It's not even safe for the best of us here. And a lot of times it's just about maneuvering these moments. Everyone in this facility has started from, a lot of times, the other side, which you saw earlier. You can go straight through the portal and end up on the back side of this. And it's just a scramble. Triple takes, G7 scouts, longbows, peacekeepers. Haven't seen a lot of EVA 8s and have not seen a lot of Mozambiques, but as you can see, just beautiful texturing. This is what we were seeing yesterday in the facility. A lot of abandoned kind of areas. I want to actually do a video almost looking at the lore of this place, like seeing if we can find any secret clues. You know, let me know. Leave a like, comment down below if you guys want me to do something like that. Big shot here onto the Peacekeeper. Good knock, but she's got a teammate. Remember, this isn't solos anymore. There are teammates you got to find. You got to take down 3 of them to finish this off. But luckily, it almost feels like solos because pretty much no one has any shielding. You know what I mean? It's like 11 shield already broken. Longbow shot cleans it up. I truly have played this game maybe 4 or 5 times. I've gotten 1 top 5, probably about 12 to 13 kills so far, which is not bad. But I will tell you this: I have never seen a purple, a blue, or a legendary shield. Now, there is a legendary item when you first launch in, and you guys might have seen that in the first clip. When you go through the portal, there's like a really good item right in front of it, but it's so hard to get. I mean, it's like bunker times 10, honestly. So we have a teammate who I need to start picking up. 4 kills already, and we survived the Wraith facility. But this is it. You can see it's kind of sunken in now. Beautiful town takeover, to be honest. It's just something that I'm so impressed about. And let's talk a little bit about not only just how this town takeover looks, but what to expect in the early in mid-game. Now, it's sniper and shotgun. I actually decide there's already a team fighting. Let's go towards a farther area to revive my guy. One of my teammates actually leaves, and I honestly can't even tell if he just left or if I just didn't have his banner in time. I was like trying to figure everything out at this moment, knowing I was recording. But there's a sniper meta at the end of the game. Now, shotguns are really viable early. The Peacekeeper, you saw me doing work with it, but keep a sniper around. You will not be able to survive late game most of the time if you do not have a sniper, and you'll see that unfold in this game as well. It's just one of those where I think people get more into the, I want to make top 5, I want to start camping, and that leads to some characters being a little bit more prevalent. Pathfinder, we'll talk about that as well in just a second as I respawn my teammate and get ready to keep going. Now, another big tip I have for people is that care package drops, the Kraber, the Mastiff. These are insanely valuable in this mode. Why, Rainday? Well, the reason is you don't have much shielding and no resources. So trying to heal off of a Kraber shot, it's pretty much impossible. And a lot of times, since there's only white shields, a Kraber, even essentially like a body Kraber, is going to one-shot you. You know, it only takes one decent shot with a Kraber for you basically to be dead, and that means that it is going to be very, very difficult for you to survive that, and if anything, if they push you, heal up afterwards. So I haven't found a care package, but you may want to be on the lookout for those. It will probably significantly help you in securing and closing out some of these kills. Now, the portal that we mentioned earlier in that facility, as we start heading away towards it, circles coming through, it can be gone through both ways, you know, kind of like your friend who's still figuring themselves out in college. They can go both ways. And you go up and you go out through either the facility or you go down through, obviously, your first launch. Now, the launch I mentioned is where you get that legendary kind of good level tier 3 item. Not easy to do. Wouldn't recommend if you're just trying to play the mode and enjoy. I think you'll die pretty quickly. It's better to come from the outside. And honestly, you may just want to start out on this far outside and then continue on to be able to like maybe approach third party, the survivor of that Wraith facility town takeover, because it's very, very difficult. I already see a team here moving through as well. I've got the sniper and I've got the Peacekeeper. I'm trying to see if I can get a nice clear spot. I'm recognizing where the threats are coming from. We've got a guy in front and a guy to the right here. It's looking to snipe as well. He may be able to find me, but our teammate goes down yet again, and this is just so tough. He's apologizing to me, but it's tough when your teammate keeps falling. Not something that I would have liked. I know a lot of you have mentioned, you know, Rainey, we love you to commentate, say these things, but also give a breather. I'm just so excited, guys. It's just so cool to see this new mode and the way that it is. Look, I mean, already just one shot with a Peacekeeper and the precision choke from that far, I'm already past the shield. Get low, though. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, and this is not good. Pick up my teammate's banner. And now I'm trying to navigate the situation. The good thing, there are 2 teams. I do have a med kit. This is like gold, baby. This is like nectar from the gods if you can have a med kit. If you have a shield battery, my goodness, you are the most wanted man alive in this mode. Like, I have no resources. It's just insane, and I looted a lot of people who I killed at that facility. It just honestly is so hard to come by. Now, let's talk a little bit about characters here. I do want to get into that. I know someone's above me, I believe. Oh, they're right there. No, and the squad is eliminated. Unlucky there, but 4 kills, and he was pushing me from the other side. Looks like it was probably a GG unless I hit that first headshot and kind of used the other character as bait. But I want to let you guys into, I want everybody to watch the rest of this game, because this really illustrates what I mean with the sniper meta and how people play the late game in this mode. Because I think, you know, once you get a hang of a first 2, you will actually start to do pretty well. You really just got to survive the beginning part of this mode, and you can get into your top 5s and have a good chance to win. Now, as you can see, both of these teams really don't want to push each other, and that's because of the sniper presence. What it will do is it will mean that if you're a better shot, if you feel like you're the man, you're the guy, you can actually probably excel in a mode like this, because it's really about your aim. It's about your decision making, yes, but if you can aim better than the other guy, a lot of times you will just have an advantage in this one. As you can see, he's just in trouble here. The Wraith that killed me has the Peacekeeper. I'm gonna go back and forth in the portal, but it's just not gonna work out. The Pathfinder's got his number, and he already sees the juke. Maybe you could try to use this cliff as well, but then he exposes himself to the other teammate who's holding the line of eyesight, and that is just going to be a GG for him, so we'll follow along with this team. And there it is, the Mastiff, like I was mentioning. 6 kills already, 3 spectators. That's mostly likely the team and me that he had just finished off. And my man Jork over here using a triple take, which is actually a pretty good weapon, considering that it can function with the long range, but also you have the ability to go close range if things do call for that. So let's talk a little bit about the characters. Now, you guys want to know an initial tier list of mine. I want to put one out a little later, but I'm going to give you 3 characters right now that I feel like are going to naturally excel, and you're going to watch 2 of them right here as we get to the end game. Now, the reason I'm going to start with Lifeline is because Lifeline has one of the most important things in a mode like this that you're going to want to use, and that's heals. You really just run out of syringes and med kits. They become very important, and late game, after you fought a couple of times, you start to realize, all right, I've gone through 3 or 4 fights, there's just not enough loot left on the map for me to be able to even get my health back to full, or my shields back to full. That's very common. So Lifeline, because she brings so much of the utility with healing, you know that you're going to at least have a fighting chance in most of these engagements, and that makes her so much more useful than some other legends, maybe like Bloodhound, who's got a lot of mobility, got good tracking, but when it comes down to kind of hunkering down for a sniper fight, can't really offer much as far as healing and resources. Big medkit find for Jork there as well, as him and YTL Watermelon look to push. Now, obviously, the second character that I'm going to mention here is Wraith. I want to see if you guys can guess the third. It's pretty obvious. I already told you what it was, but let's talk about Wraith here really quickly. Wraith, I believe, has some good damage avoidance. Being able to go into her passive, which her tactical ability, which grants her damage immunity and some extra mobility, especially when you're running away from the zone, is very important here just because of the fact that every little bit matters. You're going to take a lot of poke. At the early game, if you land in Wraith facility, you know that jumble that you saw at the beginning of the mode? That is just going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts to try to get out of, and using a tactical right there just to avoid all of that mess, just get out to the other side, is going to be a huge benefit and probably the difference between winning or losing. So that is a very, very good thing, especially rotating with the circle, using your portal for mobility. Wraith is pretty good in this mode. Plus, you got the new skins. I mean, you know, it's the Wraith event. Why not play Wraith? And lastly, Pathfinder. Now, Pathfinder is really good just in general. Great mobility. Obviously, the hitbox still harder to probably lock down a Pathfinder than a lot of other legends as far as guessing, you know, is this shot going to land or not? But the other big thing is this, the mobility to the high ground, the ability to hold with snipers in places that when you're camping in a sniper-only mode, nobody can do anything about. You can't laser someone from R3, you know, with an R301. You got to hit them with the longbow. You got to hit them with the triple take, and if they can just duck back into that corner or keep the high ground, there's no way you can really approach them well because you don't have that kind of mid-range to get a good amount of poke in and then use your mobility to kind of burst and dive. They really are, I think, making Pathfinder a lot stronger by adding this mode, and I think, you know, you're going to see a lot of them here, especially late game in these final circles, utilizing this grapple, utilizing the heal, and then, gosh, give them a Craver, give them a Mastiff, like, see you later. So anyways, my first impressions of this mode are pretty positive. Like, I honestly, like I said, feel very good about it. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I want to do more exploration of the Wraith facility. I want to maybe try to find some clues. Let me know what you guys want to see as far as this mode as well, content-wise, because I am extremely interested in not only what the Wraith facility has, but just discovering more and more about really how to game this. Like I said, the triple take could be an underrated weapon in as far as this mode, because it's the only thing that can really function well from close range and long range. And now you're going to see exactly how this meta plays out, guys. Armed and Dangerous, this is what it is all about. Those dudes camping up there, how you going to get them down? They're going to shoot you. This is the mode. Luckily, YTL, Watermelon, ends up actually having a couple of shield cells. And we're just going to go and show you guys exactly how this game ends, man. And I think, you know, you want to watch it because it's very, very impactful as far as the lessons learned when you're playing this mode. And you want to get those top 5s. Obviously, there's a lot of challenges and events and things that you can do. I believe getting a couple downs with a G7 Scout, getting, I think, 5 or 7 top 5s. It's going to get you some extra skins, some extra packs. It's an overall really good event. This guy actually trying to make an aggressive push here. I feel like he doesn't want to give himself away. It's just a little hesitant. You know, to me, it's like they already saw. Oh no. All right, that's a bit of an oof there. He uses mobility. Now he's got to go all the way around, and he doesn't want to use his grapple, clearly. A little afraid of letting him know he's there. He must recognize the threat, although he's got 6 kills. But again, I died with 4 kills. You know, really, if I just would have killed those 2 guys, I would have had 6 kills as well. It doesn't mean you've done anything outrageous, but it does mean that, you know, you've been in good places. You've probably got good loot, and now you are ready to attack. He's looking to sneak up over here. Bold strategy, Cotton. And really going to poke his head out against 3. We're looking for the headshot. Has it all day long. The Just a day late and a dollar short on finding it. Actually gets a good body shot there, and they look to peek from the right side. One arc star. Just try to close him off. Surely they'll do some damage. There's 2 arc stars. There's one grenade. There's 2 grenades going on there as well. There's a 3rd grenade happening, and he seems to be having more. 4th grenade. Oh my goodness gracious. This guy had more loot than Santa on Christmas. 6 grenades. Holy crap, and no damage. That's got to be the worst arc star grenade throwing to hitting anybody ratio we've ever seen in Apex Legends, and by golly, I love it. YTL Wallamelon getting his dues. Shouldn't have taken the team that took me out because now it's Karma coming back. I don't know. Karma coming back, I guess. But anyways, absolutely dumbfounded how he just kept throwing the arc stars in the same spot, thinking that it would now do damage. YTL in a little bit of trouble here. Got a lot of eyes. He's got me and his 2 teammates who've both been killed there. And the respawn's been timed out. He's got to do it by himself. Big shot there, though. YTL showing that he's got a little bit of the groove here. Shield battery wasted on a level 1 armor. But again, no level 2s, level 3s to be seen, really, in this mode. So now he's going to heal, but he knows where he is. This is time for the Mastiff, but he seems like he's having a hard time switching and now just whiffing into the air. Oh, my goodness. This is not the type of behavior you want to close out a game. Lands perfectly on a little ledge. I had no idea. It looked like he was landing right into the open. But he hasn't hit his shots, hasn't hit his grenade since 1945, and now needs to get a little confidence back. Sees the Wraith down there, gets distracted, though. Is that a little bait and switch? Because you know the Pathfinder's still up top. Silence. YTL looking for his threat. He's looking like a jaguar in the jungle. Hearing the footsteps of his prey, the lovely mongoose. Up top, has no idea what's coming for him. The jaguar is going to strike soon. He's planning it. He goes for the grapple. He comes up to the mongoose and, oh, absolutely whiffs the claw. Doesn't hit one shot at all. Dies immediately, and the mongoose kills the jaguar. All right. I wish National Geographic got a little hype like that, all right? Guys, if you think you know what? Like this video and comment below if you guys think I should be a National Geographic play-by-play. I feel like Ozzy has to have done that, right? I think he did the crocodile. I think he did the, what was it? It was the cheetah going into the crocodile, right? Oh my god, so freaking funny, man. When the cheetah kills the crocodile, I think he's just like, how you letting this happen? How you letting this away loss? You know, I mean, you got home court advantage in the water. And again, this Pathfinder getting killed by another Pathfinder, and look at how high this engagement is, guys. So this is why bringing it back to some just not as much fun, but more just tactical tips and thoughts on how to win. You need to be able to get some high ground. And having a Pathfinder on your team in this mode is going to be pretty important. And you're also, I think, going to want that Wraith for, if this does not work out, the mobility that we've seen in Ranked to be able to portal out and get to a better situation, maybe in a house, maybe somewhere safe where she can use her tactical while she's portaling, avoid damage, move to a better location, get all of you there, is going to be impactful as well. So looking at all these dynamics, I think you all have a pretty good idea of what you can expect from this mode. It may not be the late game may not be the most fun, I will say, but the early game is super fun. And honestly, Wraith's facility is can I say, what would I rank it? What would you guys rank it in comparison to Octane? I feel like because of the cinematic, I'm going to rank it better than Octane's, but just out of the blue, I think Octane's was better as far as just, it's a little bit more free-flowing and fun and jump pads and stuff, but I think because you have that backstory, is a lot of sniper fights going on. He's got the digital threat as well, you know, of the Wraith facility, and that the other Wraiths were being, you know, experimented on there, that she escaped from that. I feel like that is really, it's just so cool. So I'm really excited for it. I love the art design. I love the map design. Shout outs to Respawn for making that happen. 2 squads left. As you can see, here's where Lifeline comes into play. She's in this poke battle, and, you know, she's going to take a little bit of damage, I'm sure. She's fighting against 2-3 people. But look, she just slides over to her drone. That drone of compassion. So compassionate in these moments, and now she's back to full. And if you didn't have that, you got to use a syringe, and right now you probably don't have a syringe. Missing some crucial shots. This is where you would have hoped Mr. Wallamelon could use one of his 18,000 grenades that he had somehow looted in order to kind of force them out of that situation. But they do have a Watson, and if she sets up, that will be bad news. But here's the Wraith also exemplifying what I mentioned with moving to the side. She's got the ability to take the portal here. I'm not sure if you will. By the way, I do have fun sometimes just because I commentate. I was at the Madden event last week, guys. It was actually really great. The Madden Championship, they gave away $200,000, had a 16-year-old kid named Henry who went all the way to the grand finals, won $25,000, his first ever tournament. Like, pretty awesome stuff. I really liked that community, and, you know, just hearts to them. I mean, what an amazing comeback after the tragedy of Jacksonville that happened with them. And the members of the community they lost at that event. So to come back that strong and be so supportive of each other, it was awesome to see. You know, I really loved being back in that environment. You know, I've been doing so much YouTube lately and transitioning back to Los Angeles after moving from high res. So it was really nice to kind of get back into casting, commentating, reporting. I really do hope to do that. And I've been thinking about maybe accepting a couple of videos, whether it's something funny, whether it's something interesting. Thinking of opening up my email, guys, for you guys to send me some clips or some videos, maybe do a little coaching, a little commentary. I think it could be fun and experimental. So raindaygaming.business@gmail.com if you guys want to check it out. raindaygaming.business@gmail.com. Send me your clips, your ranked games, your whatever. I might cast it. That's the game here. And that is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one as well and learned a lot about this mode. Obviously, big time stuff coming up here in Armed and Dangerous, and I'm very excited to be sharing it with you all. Expect more on the channel soon, and leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more, and never give up, never stop gaming. See you all next time.